So in this video, we'll be going through the current state of my Dragon-type Pokemon collection. Ironically, it's in the EV binder. It's in here because I was rearranging some cards. I planned on putting something else in here, and then in the reshuffle ended up putting the wrong pages in here, and now I can't be bothered changing them until I eventually update to a non-ring binder. So, we're starting with Dratini. At one point, I was planning on trying to do a master set of Dratini, Dragonair, and maybe Dragonite. Dragonite's hard, it's so expensive, but I thought maybe Dratini and Dragonair, and then it's just, there's too many. So I pick up Dratinis and Dragonairs where I can, but I'm also not super invested in trying to get the whole set. Dratini is adorable though, so I'm always very happy to have more Dratinis in my life. A lot of these cards here, I've got both the regular and the reverse holo in the same slot. And just flipped over. So every now and then in this binder you might see a weird card peeking through from the other side, like we do here. And that's because the reverse holo is in its correct spot, and I just don't have a card to cover this here. On to Dragonair. Dragonair is probably my favourite of the three. And it has some beautiful arts in amongst its cards. My Dragonite collection is sort of spilling over onto the last page of Dragonair here as well. You can see a couple of like the Summer Islands promo with the Dragonite in the background and the Pokemon Breeder. There's a Dark Dragonite I picked up really cheap on an eBay auction. I even got the EB Games stamp promo before that went and skyrocketed as well, which was really nice. A couple of Japanese dragons. I love the Game Boy promo, and this one's got a really nice swirl in it here as well. Onto some Kingdra. So I did have that Kingdra promo from the Kingdra and Greninja Twilight Masquerade box in here, but that has been pulled out to move into the illustration rare Pokedex collection as my Kingdra card in that. So eventually I'll get a really cool Kingdra to replace that. This is just a stray Trapinch reverse holo that's here until it can move to where the Trapinches are, because Trapinch is not a dragon type, so it doesn't live in the dragon binder. So Vibrava is the first one here I'm trying to master set. And you can see we've got a few here, just a reminder, because I kept forgetting which card that was, so I put an actual reminder in, since I don't have either of them. We're getting there with the Vibravas. It's mostly just reverse holos that I need now. And some World Championship deck versions, although I do have at least one of those already in place. And I, for one, was super hyped that we finally got an illustration rare for Vibrava, and a pretty one too. Flygon is the next one Flygon is probably my second favourite Pokemon after Charizard. And I've got that one coming very soon. That one's coming in the mail right now. A few of these are a bit beat up. This winner promo is going to absolutely kill me. There's a winner promo. Oh, sorry, there's a stamped promo and a first place stamped promo of this card. That's going to be a real challenge to get. And I think there's a couple of other ones here as well. I do have the winner stamped promo for this particular Flygon though. I think there's a regular version of that as well. This one here I'm very uncertain of as well, because there is a Cosmos holo and a regular holo. I believe this is the Cosmos holo, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen another one in person to confirm. And the art is not very clear online. So I do still need the Flygon level X regular. I've only got the World Championship stamped one here. There is also a staff stamped promo, pre-release promo for Boundaries Crossed of this Flygon. That's going to be very difficult to get my hands on. It's been elusive so far in a reasonable price range. But from here we're doing pretty good. We have most of the modern Flygons. And I did manage to pick up the staff stamped pre-release promo of Phantasmal Flames before it went too high as well. We've also got the Raihan. I do have the reverse holo of this in a separate collection somewhere else. And we've got some really nice Japanese Flygons, including possibly my favourite Flygon art ever, which is a Japanese exclusive Farina's Flygon. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I don't have too many impressive Altarias here because I do have the Altarias in a separate collection as well, which I'll put on a different video. We do have a few nice ones, though. I adore Bagan as a Pokemon, and I love how happy and excited all of Bagan's cards are. There are so many good Bagan card arts, and I think I've ended up picking up a couple of duplicates of a few of these cards just because they're so damn cute, and I'm like, oh, I must have that one. And then I get home and go, oh, I already have it. Shelgon has some surprisingly good cards. This one is definitely my favorite, and that's the one that I have in the Living Dex binder, though. Salamence, I only just recently picked up the Journey Together one, but I think I actually like this older illustration, full art illustration here, from a XY promo. Latias and Latios, I do have the SIR-IR pair from Surging Sparks. I was really lucky and I pulled the Latias. They are also in my Living Dex full art binder for those two Pokemon. Sadly, I do not have any of the particularly amazing Rayquaza cards. There are so many good arts for Rayquaza, and I wish I'd gotten onto Evolving Skies back in the day, before it became insanely expensive. Gibble is adorable. I'm a huge Cynthia fan, so one of my other collections is just Cynthia cards. So I do have this in the English, in the Cynthia collection as well. I'm really hoping to pick up the Palkia Origin Form illustration rare that pairs with that V, or the V card that pairs there with the MCSR-esque background. But these two were pulls from when I had some Gen 7 boxes that I was ripping. Giratina's not going too crazy yet. Could do with some more there. I love how literally half of the Axew cards I own have Axew eating dragon fruit. It just seems to be a bit of a done motif here. Fracture, for being a Pokemon I don't particularly like, actually has some really nice cards. I like both the illustration rare from the Black Bolt. I also really like the other illustration rare for Fracture. That's the one that's in the Living Dex. And this holo promo of Fracture as well. It's pretty nifty. A few Haxorus, a few Druddigon. And then we're on to my favorite Pokemon family from Gen 5. Dinos, Violets, and Hydreigon. Probably my third favorite, maybe fourth favorite Pokemon family overall. So I am trying to master set this collection. You'll see I'm missing the original Dino Reverse Holo. And I am missing the first place stamped promo of this Pokemon League Dino Crosshatch. I'm very salty because I actually bought the first, second, third, and fourth as a full set from someone on eBay. And then they contacted me saying that they couldn't find the first place one. And was it fine if they just sent me a different card instead? And I said yes, because I wanted the other three as well. But I wasn't particularly happy. I think they just realised the first place promo was worth a lot more than what I was going to pay for it. It was still a really good price for the other three, though. I think I do have this card. I think that is just the card that is in the Living Dex binder. Otherwise, I just need to pick up. That's the regular card there for Crimson Invasion, I believe it is. And I adore this Dino promo here as well. Some of these may get moved over to the Living Dex binder at some point, but I'd rather have this one in the master set for now. Alright, on to Xylas. So I am missing two reverse holos. This reverse holo here, and this reverse holo here. And I am missing the regular White Flare card because I only ripped like 4 packs or 5 packs of White Flare in total. And I did not get the regular Xylas. Hydreigon. So I need the original reverse holo. I love the old shiny Hydreigon. I got that one for a very good deal of someone who I don't think had repriced it in about 5 years. I think there's a few promos I'm missing, or Cosmos Holo versions. I'm missing of a few of these as well. Possibly some stamp promos as well as reverse holos. But we're getting there with a few of them. So this is, for example, there's a Cracked Ice holo, as well as the regular holo and the reverse holo for this particular one. But I do have the Thank You stamp promo, the Darkness Ablaze stamp promo, the Staff stamped Darkness Ablaze, the McDonald's promo, and this absolutely gorgeous SIR. Onto Reshiram and Zekrom. As I said, I was incredibly lucky. I ripped, I think, 5 packs total of White Flare, and I did pull the Reshiram SIR. So I can't complain too much about that. I just have so many more Reshirams than Zekroms, which is fine. I like Reshiram better than Zekrom anyway. We have some Kyurems here. Trying to showcase both White Kyurem and Black Kyurem forms as well. That'll probably spill onto another page eventually. Dragalge has very few cards. I was tempted to master set it. Similar with Tyrant and Tyrantrum, although they're getting some more cards now, which is very exciting. Some Gummies. Handful of Sligoos. Handful of Goodras. I adore Noibat as a Pokemon. I love this illustration rare. And I don't care how left-heavy this Noivern V is. I wanted it so badly, and I got it at a huge discount because of how off-center it is. Got a nice little collection of Zygardes here. Trying to get some 100% forms as well as 10% and 50% forms. Turtonator and Drampa, I wasn't particularly fussed on those ones. I do have the illustration rares for both of them in the living decks. Jangmo-o. So Jangmo-o is actually kind of the reason this specific Dragon Binder started. When I was doing the national decks, I could not pick my favorite Jangmo-o out of these 4 cards because they're all adorable. And I'm like, well, maybe I just need to do a page that highlights a page of my favorite cards for each Dragon type Pokemon, which obviously immediately grew out of control for the ones I like better. I would love to see some more good Komo and Hakumo cards. Ultra Necrozma is an oft-forgotten dragon. Necrozma itself and Dawnwings and Duskmane are not dragon types, but the Ultra Necrozma form is a dragon type. And we have Guzzlord and Ganadel here. Again, not too many cards for those. A nice little bunch of Applins. Some Flapples. And Appletons. I think Hydrapple is my favourite of the 3 eventually, but Flapple would probably be my second favourite. I actually really like Dracozolt as well. Less fussed on Dracovish, but Dracozolt is a bit of a cutie, in my opinion. Pile of Duraludons, which is a bit sad because I'm actually not particularly keen on Duraludon. Dreepy, however, I love this family and I wish I had more of their good cards. A bit light on for Dreepy, Dracloak and Dragapults. And we've got a few Eternatus. I do really like this illustration rare of the Regidrago V alt art. And I do wish we got some little Sushis in other colours, but apart from the illustration rare, I don't think I've seen a card that doesn't have the curly form as the Tatsugiri. Frigibax, a couple of Arctobacks, a couple of Baxcaliburs. Roaring Moon would be my favourite Gen 9 Pokemon in overall, I think. And this illustration rare is so good. What SIR from a Prismatic. Koraidon and Miraidon. I only got the one Walking Wake card. I'm waiting for the price on the illustration rare of the Walking Wake to go down just a bit more, I think, before I get that one. Same with the Gouging Fire. And this particular artist, it's the same one I believe that did the Roaring Moon. I love that art style. bit of Archelodon, and some Diplon, some Hydrapple. I have the other Hydrapple illustration rare as well, which is in the Living Dex binder. They're both great. I struggled to pick a favourite there. And we have Alolan Executor. And we've got some Mega Charizard X's here. So a couple of the older ones that I had, as well as some of the more recent ones. I do need to get some Mega Ampharos and Mega Sceptile cards, and now Mega Feraligatr as well. And Dragonite. I just don't have them handy yet. And this is the little Iron Jugulus I've started doing the collection of on the side to make sure that my Dinos Virus Hydreigon family is complete. So that's the Dragon Binder.